Задаю магнитное склонение. Готово. Welcome to the firing range. Today we'll become acquainted with B-24B gunboats firing. First, while staying in the convenient active pose conditions, we will prepare all systems and armament for engagement, then proceed with the action. Press backspace to hide some obscuring control lever. Now, look up to the ASP-17VB side. We should see a fixed, round-shaped side grid reticle and the mobile crosshair marker. Adjust the side glass elevation. First, left-click on the adjustment stopper. Second, scroll the mouse wheel to obtain the desired elevation. Third, lock adjuster by left-clicking on the stopper once more. Press spacebar to continue. Adjust the reticle intensity on the side glass. Locate the marker brightness knob on the right side of the sight, and the grid brightness knob on the front side. The good idea is to reduce fixed grip intensity, so it is very visible and does not interfere with the moving crosshair marker. Press spacebar to continue. We will attack from a pilot seat, but let's check if gunner cockpit switches are okay. Jump to the gunner seat pressing keyboard key 2. fast and long bursts, and the guns fire continuously while the trigger is depressed. Two recharge switches are responsible for the reloading path's activation in the case of 12.7mm jamming. Press spacebar to continue. Look to the right ammo counter panel, located below the pilot's door arc. Red lights corresponds to the guns which are ready for action. Mechanic counters 1 and 5 show the rounds remaining for 7.62mm machine guns. We have a pair of each in every bolt, but the counter serves for only one of them. The counter decrements every 4 rounds, so multiply the number by 4. Press spacebar to continue. The second and fourth counter show the ammo remaining for 12.7mm guns. These counters decrement every 5 rounds, so multiply the numbers by 5. The middle counter is responsible for cannon rounds. It decrements every 2 rounds, so rely on the 2 as a multiplier for a cannon. Press spacebar to continue. Now, back to the ASP-17VB side. Currently active weapon, the tiny triangle in the uppermost part of the... let's study the aiming procedure in auto mode. Maneuver the helicopter and place a fixed grid center on the target. The CCIP position will be calculated for current altitude and remember 2 more 6. Aim the moving targets in sync mode, for the ballistic computer takes a proper lead. To obtain that, keep moving crosshair on the target for about 2-3 seconds. When the yellow firing range is right ahead, note the red smoke marker. Fly towards the targets and fire the guns by pressing the trigger or using right alt plus space. The best distance